today's society, we may see this every day that there is a split between knowledge and the values of life, such as compassion, such as love, such as care. So we are usually in the middle of all kinds of troubles and crises. But I'm sure that we have an antidote, and the antidote are the special guests today in our studio and in Spiru Haret University. Allow me to begin with Master Tanpai Gyaltshen, Acharya. It is a personality whose life and activity was dedicated and is dedicated to peace, unity, and to enlightenment. Master, please.
For the world.
For the world. Master, it's the founder, and he built the most advanced monastery from Nepal. It's the Royal White Monastery, and also the Institute for Religious Studies. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you, Professor.
Allow me to present Professor Kush Visser from Dutch University College. Fellow and lecturer, author of many books, and expert in the very interesting field of Vedic sciences. Thank you for accepting our invitation. And last but not at least, Professor Mircea Niță from the National School of Political and Administrative Studies. Professor Niță has a double PhD, let me begin with this, in the field of economics and engineering also. He's a renowned author in the field of communication. He's also graduate from the BBC School of Television. Allow me to begin now with the most simple question. What is the essence of education? Please, Master. What is the core and essence of education?
The essence of education is related with the divine nature of all phenomena and divine truth of all phenomena. And the essence of all education and knowledge is the nature of mind of all sentient being, the nature of the holy soul of all sentient being, nature of Holy Spirit of all sentient being. So the nature of mind is a source of education, and the divine truth and divine nature is the source of education, source of knowledge.
It's a remarkable, profound and deep, let's say, definition of the educational process. Thank you very much. Shall I begin? Who is feeling that?
Professor Kush.
Professor Kush, please. You have also some interesting ideas.
Yes, I like the expressions from Master Tanpai very much, because I think nowadays we can find more integrated qualities of education in our system. I think the essence of education is to prepare our children for life, and not only for their work, but we could make a broader orientation. And I think that would be very useful, because the quality of education makes the quality of the society. And so the more beautiful we can make our education in a more holistic way, it would be very useful
by introducing the divine truth. You know?
Yeah, and finally, to find the divine truth. So education should not only be knowledge oriented, but also experience oriented, and to go to a deeper level of ourselves, where we can find the happiness and the love and the spirituality, as you were saying,
and the divine truth.
Yes. And the divine truth.
The divine truth. It is extraordinary, precious what you have said, because we are usually centered on knowledge, on pure intellectual knowledge, and it is far away not enough for a good life. I'm sure that Professor Niță has something to say very profound of this issue. Please, Professor.
First of all, I want to thank especially to the Master Tanpai. He's a very well-known master and Acharya, in his country, and not only, in many, many other countries all over the Europe and in the States too. So in my opinion, I just want to add that education has minimum two dimensions, religious and non-religious, scientifically or non-scientifically. So education can be seen as a transfer of normal way of thinking based and oriented to the state of happiness, to the state of welfare, to the state of peace and harmony. But usually education nowadays, because of some, let's say, because of some not known education, usually today there are some peoples and some countries that unfortunately are a little bit aggressive in the education, because intellectual approach is one approach but is limited. The intelligence of being and the intelligence of feeling is another type of education, and this type of intelligence is very well developed in Nepali, in India, in China, because this type of intelligence are related more or less with our brains. So the education based on the capabilities, based upon the capabilities of the mind, this is the right education. And the main purpose is, the main question in my opinion is why this education? Because we can be educated, but how can we use the education, our education? Which is the purpose? It's like a knife. I have a knife and I can use the knife in a bad way, in a wrong way, or in a better way. So is the education. We can use education either for being oriented to peace and inner harmony, or either to be oriented for aggressiveness, for going against other people and other countries. And this is not a good education.
Exactly. Thank you, Professor. By saying this, thank you. You're right.
I have to thank you.
I think education could be more in a holistic way. And human being not only consists of intellect, but where is the heart? And where is, as you said, where is our spirit involved in the nowadays education? And so we can make it more including. We call this with a nice word, holistic. Mind, body, spirit, our behavior. And these are all part of education. And what Professor Niță said, in the past in the Indian culture, all these parts were educated. In those times it was done in the spiritual centers of the teachers. But also now we can integrate this in a very nice way again.
We forgot to integrate and to think holistic of our beings, and it was particularly interesting what Professor Niță said about the feeling, the intelligence of feeling, the heart, in fact. Without keeping the heart in the core of the educational processes, we can develop, in fact, and develop aggressiveness, and this is a great danger. We can meet in nowadays very well-informed people who are not able to have good and profound relationships even in their family. And I was wondering, so how can we see the educational processes in the terms of the heart? What is to be done to conquer all this aggressiveness in ourselves?
So the universal loving nature, which is a divine nature of mind of all sentient being, the universal loving nature or loving heart give birth of education and knowledge. You know, the universal loving heart, which is absence of egoism, give birth of divine knowledge and education, which is a part of energy of the universal loving heart itself. And then the realization of the divine truth of all phenomena the wisdom of enlightenment, which purify the ignorant of the mind of all sentient being. Also is the source of happiness, source of purification, source of transformation, source of enlightenment, source of great bliss enlightenment for all living beings. So that's why nature, the divine nature of all phenomena, divine truth of all phenomena, divine nature and the truth of nature of everybody's mind is a root of divine knowledge, because the universal everlasting peace harmony is a divine truth of all phenomena. Universal everlasting loving nature is in the nature of mind of all sentient being, and the universal everlasting freedom is a divine nature and quality of nature of mind of all sentient being. So that's why the root of the knowledge is the nature of everybody's mind. You know, the nature of everybody's mind, which is absence of egoism and ignorant, give birth of all the divine knowledge, which can purify all of us, transform all of us, and enlighten all of us. You see, so the knowledge has such a big source, like universal source of absence of egoism and ignorant. You know, so but these days, many knowledge, the education is under pressure of a very selfish and aggressive politics. Our knowledge and the education is a victim of a very aggressive and a selfish business. And this divine knowledge and education is a victim of a very aggressive and selfish religious movement. So that's why if we want to flourish all the religion, all the culture, flourish peace, happiness in heart of all human beings, and if we want to establish a wall of peace, wall of unity, wall of happiness, we must protect the divine knowledge. The knowledge is most important. Our knowledge must not be a tool of anyone's anger or egoism. Our knowledge must keep the nature of knowledge itself as pure it is, as selfless it is, as loving it is, so that our knowledge can purify the heart of all human beings and transform all human beings and enlighten all human beings' heart. And then by this way we can achieve everlasting happiness and peace and unity of all culture, all tradition, and all human beings. So that's why everybody should protect divine knowledge, you know, because divine knowledge is only the source of happiness, source of purification, source of transformation, source of enlightenment of all human beings. That's why divine knowledge, knowledge education is the most daring kind of precious jewel which fulfill the wish of all human beings to achieve all kind of success, all kind of happiness. So that's why
Remarkable.
I wish that everybody give first most important priority for the knowledge to flourish, and let knowledge flourish with heart of love, not with heart of selfishness. No?
Yes, Master, I agree very much with you. I think we can much more explore the nature of mind as Lama expresses this. And I think, first of all, the love starting already with the parents. That the little children are loved by the parents. And then after the parents, the mother playing a very, very important role in the education of the little child, and then they go to the education system and to the school. I think also we should educate the teachers, and that they not only giving the intellectual knowledge, but that they also take care of and that our students can become more happy, healthy, and wise. Nowadays what we see, and then the student getting a lot of knowledge, but what happens after the graduation? Maybe they are still unhappy, and maybe they are still doubtful about their future, and this is what nowadays happening a lot, and that they still don't know their real life mission. So also the teachers should be educated and to work and to look after the students in a more holistic way, including mind, including heart, very important, including our behavior, and also how to relate with the environment. So that also later in their marriage, and that they are loving people and are able to love with each other. So this love is, of course, of great importance in the system of education.
Yes, because I usually see many sad faces around us in the great
Yes.
cities. So without love, without the core of education, which is love, we cannot love. This is remarkable. Listening to you, Venerable Master, I was thinking that you have graduated the renowned Sanskrit University from Varanasi.
Yes, yes.
And I was thinking of what kind of precious education you have had there. And I was thinking about the differences between the learning processes in a university from India, for example, and a European university. As Professor Mircea Niță said, that there are in India, for example, the learning processes is more centered on the feeling, maybe on the quality of life, on the it is much more holistic than it is in Europe. Am I wrong?
Yes, Professor. This is a very kind question that you kindly make for me and for us. So in Asia, an education in the knowledge is very much focused for the purification of our mind, so that our knowledge, our divine knowledge, understanding the truth, and our universal loving nature, which is everyone's divine nature, always focused to conquer and purify our egoism and selfishness, which is the root of all the suffering and fear. So we receive all kind of education and develop all kind of knowledge, focusing that our knowledge is ultimately useful to conquer our inner evil nature, egoism and ignorance. So that the wisdom of enlightenment, the divine knowledge of wisdom enlightenment, clarify the darkness of ignorance. So when your ignorance is clarified by developing the wisdom enlightenment, the divine knowledge, so after your ignorance is removed from your soul, from your heart, you are able to realize the profound nature, divine truth of nature of our mind. We use the Atma or Chitta or nature of mind as a forever loving nature. You know, because love is our true nature. You know, egoism is our obstacle. So we focus all the education, all the knowledge, all the wisdom in order to purify our ignorance and in order to purify our egoism into universal loving heart and ignorance into clear understanding of the truth. See? So that's why in Asia, all the knowledge, education is very much focused on conquering and purifying and transforming our egoism into universal loving heart and purifying and clarifying our darkness, ignorant, so that the mind which is free from ignorance can see the true quality of nature of mind itself, which is forever loving nature. The mind which is absence of ignorance can realize the treasure of mind itself, which is the treasure of Buddha, treasure of enlightenment, and treasure of universal freedom. So we focus, the purpose why we learn education, we develop knowledge is to conquer our inner egoism and clarify the darkness of ignorance, so that we are able to see the treasure of nature of our mind ourselves and treasure of all phenomena, which is universal loving heart and which is great bliss enlightenment.
This is the main function.
Normally we don't focus to learn knowledge for business or for politics or for any other things. Just learn the knowledge, divine knowledge, and go to the education center and learn the divine knowledge from their spiritual masters in order to learn the wisdom of enlightenment, which can clarify the darkness of ignorance, and in order to conquer our inner enemy egoism, inner monster egoism, by developing the universe loving nature, which is our nature, and our loving nature is also antidote and remedy to purify our poisons of egoism. So when our minds get free from egoism and ignorant, only then we are free to enjoy the treasure of peace, treasure of freedom, treasure of love, treasure of God, or treasure of Buddha, in the nature of our mind, and nature of mind, all sentient being, and nature of all phenomena. So,
Professor Niță, it sounds beautiful.
so knowledge brings the eyes of flower. No? So when you have eyes of a flower, eyes of pure judgment, you can see all phenomena as phenomena of purity, phenomena of love, phenomena of peace. So that's why the knowledge is focused for transforming our inner self. No?
Universal loving heart we need very much, isn't it, Professor Niță?
Yes, indeed. You see, if you are speaking about knowledge, I can think using my own mind in this way. There is the divine knowledge, like Master Tanpai said, and the divine knowledge is the root of the human knowledge. And human knowledge is a little bit different of the divine knowledge, but at the level of education and beyond the human level of knowledge, there is the divine knowledge. Because human knowledge is based on dualism. Human knowledge is based, you see, I am born in Romania. Master Tanpai has been born in the holy mountain of Kailash. Yes. Professor Kush was born in another country. But when we are born in this, inside our mind, we have no dualism. We have no bipolarity. What is very strange is that because I am belonging to a Romanian culture, because our guest is belonging to another culture. Yes, we are learning from this culture the type of thinking based on dualism. I mean, tall, small, fat, and vice versa, let's say. You see, slim and fat.
And even good or bad.
Good or bad, light or dark. But everywhere there is the same culture based on dualism. But when we have been born, inside our mind there was no dualism. There is the root of the divine knowledge. And because of the belonging to these different types of religions and different types of cultures, slowly we are going far away from the divine knowledge. And here is the role player, and here is the main aspect of a real master, because a real master can help us to come back to the root of the divine knowledge, because the divine knowledge is based, like Master Tanpai said, is based only on love and compassion. You see, 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I was to an international conference in Norway, and I was really surprised that they didn't understand which is the difference between human knowledge and the way of thinking of the mind that is based on bad, evil, and good.
Dualism, yes.
The dualism, because in Europe, in Occident, we don't put pressure and we don't analyze the way of thinking. But what is very good for the Orient is good that they are putting quite a very much pressure for attention of the mind, power of attention, and lucidity. This means awareness. And the knowledge of Master Tanpai is based and oriented to discover once again the real truth and the divine truth and the unique truth. But now what I wanted just to underline is that when I came back from different cultures, different religions, when I came back to my country, I noticed that our also Christian Orthodox priests, they are thinking in the same way. There is a common essence of all the religions, and the common essence is based on peace, inner peace,
loving heart.
and universal loving heart. You see, when I'm telling to somebody, look, he is taller and I'm smaller. Okay, taller and smaller, but I'm smaller in Romania. But when I'm going, let's say in Bali, I see that I'm not smaller, I'm very tall. So you see, we must know which are the tricks of the mind. Because only in this way we can go back to the inner essence and to the peace and inner harmony.
Nobody is smaller or bigger, nobody is greater or little, but everybody have a same divine nature, same divine truth. So That's why this topic, what you say, Professor, thank you very much, you remind me. Because, you see, first we must know who took birth. What is the father and mother of the knowledge? Who took birth? From where the knowledge or education took birth? So, as I told you before, the universal loving nature, which is nature, mind, all sentient being, which is absence of egoism, give birth of divine knowledge, give birth of wisdom, enlightenment. Then the realization of the truth of all phenomena, which is absence of ignorant, give birth of knowledge. So the knowledge is like a kind of a child of a universal loving heart and wisdom, enlightenment of knowing or realizing the truth of all phenomena. So now, until we purify our egoism and ignorant, which is the biggest obstacle for our knowledge to manifest, we cannot use the knowledge for the purpose of human liberation, for the purpose of human happiness. All the knowledge that we are talking about now, a lot of knowledge, is very much self-centered for the success of your own politics, going against to another political as opposition. And then religious also knowledge is like you only emphasize your religion is good, other religion is just opposite. Other side you develop more aversion, more anger as other religion, and your side has more fixation, more attachment. So without knowing what is the real essence of all religion, what is the real essence of all the knowledge, what is the real essence of all culture. So here we must all find out what is the real essence and divine truth of all culture or religion and heart of all living beings. So that's here we must introduce all unity of all religion. By understanding this divine truth, we all have to introduce this beautiful human being who believe religion, that universal loving heart is essence of all religion, universal everlasting peace, harmony is essence of all religion, universal everlasting freedom is essence of all religion, and universal great bliss, enlightenment, and service that we can give to all human beings, to love all, to serve all, to protect all, to liberate all, is also service of all religion. So all religions shares one divine essence, one divine truth, one divine nature. Also we share one divine service, which is to serve all, love all, and protect all. So when we all religion believers develop this understanding and practice this essence, we all become one for serving the world, for protecting human beings. So that's why here we have to dig out the real truth, real essence of religion, real essence of all knowledge, which is to love all, to protect all, to serve all, to protect all. You see, so that's why the knowledge alone, divine knowledge, which is used with the true heart of love, can protect our world, purify our world, and transform our world into a world of peace, into a world of unity, into a world of protection. So that's why now it's time that all human beings, they must dig down, they must find out the divine essence of all religion, divine essence of all culture, divine essence of all knowledge, which is to develop universal loving heart and take universal responsibility to love all sentient beings and take care for all sentient beings, serve all sentient beings, and do protect all sentient beings. Like many people take like religious movement as a dominating others, going against other religion, develop more fixation to your religion, and then produce more anger to other religion. So that's why we all religion must prove that we are useful for the human beings. We all religion become useful only if we find the essence of our religion and practice the essence of our religion, which is to serve all mankind and to protect all mankind, and then to bring peace and happiness for all mankind without selfishness, without ignorance. We have to provide real happiness for this human being who needs the most. So that's why it is I encourage all religion, I request and pray to all religious believers that we have to come together, united, and serve this world, and protect this world, and liberate these human beings.
Yes. In fact, all religions are talking about this unifying field of knowledge and of a single word. And the danger of the dualistic thinking is that it's always creating an opposite.
Yeah.
So a religious movement in dualistic envelope, it is a contradiction in its own terms.
Yes.
So with the help of you, Master, we can see and experience beyond dualistic thinking, beyond good of evil. We may see, as Professor Niță said, in an anthropological perspective, that there will be always a difference. The figure of the other with a capital A, it's always different. And if we cannot manage to unify the differences with the loving heart, which is in fact the most important educational exercise, to unify me with the differences of the other from in front of me. This is remarkable.
Yes.
Professor Visser.
I like to make the difference between knowledge and wisdom. And knowledge we learning from outside, which is very good because so beautiful advances in education as well and in science. But wisdom is something from inside, and wisdom is already there. And the only thing is how we can explore it. So we have to find the tools, and I'm sure, and the tools are in the ancient tradition of India and Nepal, how to explore these beautiful tools and to make the connection with the spirit or with the pure nature of the mind. And my personal teacher, Sri Vasudeva from Trinidad and Tobago, he liked to say we are spiritual beings put in a physical environment. And we have come here with a plan, with a program. Everyone has its own life mission. And so what is most essential is this spirit level. And what are the qualities of this spiritual level? And the qualities are harmony, love, peace, simplicity, creativity, orderliness, etc. So if we could implement these qualities in our students, and then we could create a beautiful foundation for the whole of the society.
But if we don't have ourselves those kind of qualities, it is going to be impossible to...
Then we are lost. Then we are lost.
We are already lost.
And we are nowadays a little bit lost. But knowledge or wisdom, and sometimes it is lost, but in another time it can come back. And now my feeling is, when we look in the world, actually, and there is a very big transformation at this moment in the world, and that more and more people like to live from the qualities of inside, because they noticed and that all these things in the outside world, I remember your lecture also from a few days ago, all these things from the outside world, they cannot make us happy. And they cannot give the peace to our mind, to our soul. And so we have to make the exploration to the level of wisdom and peace and happiness and love.
And reduction of the truth. Yes, exactly. Yes,
Professor.
If you allow me, Mr. Professor, just a few minutes ago you said about unifying all the religions. In my opinion, this is a kind of idealistical thinking. But because of the dualism, all the knowledge based on the earth in our days is based on dualism, separation and comparison. These are the three principles, and we can find all these three principles in all types of cultures and all types of religions. But only if we shall transcend the dualism of the mind, only if we shall transcend the separation principle and the comparison principle, tall, small, fat, light, dark, and so on, only if we shall transcend then we can speak about unifying religions. But nowadays, I think that it's more important to go to the common essence, not to underline the differences between religions. Because usually when we underline the differences between different religions, between India, China, between different countries, Russia and so on, we are in a very big danger. Because all the times the differences can provoke our mind and can provoke our leaders to a new separation and to a new comparison and to preserve the dualists. So it's better to go back to the essence of all the religions and to the essence of the Trinity as a new principle. Like you said, holistical approach in education. But this means Trinity, body, mind and spirit. We must introduce immediately the spirit and the soul in our education. I'm speaking on behalf of, let's say, more the Western education, because in our Western education, sciences are separated by religious. So, this is separation. In my opinion, in the future, the science and the scientists must not be separated by the religious people. They must go together in the common essence based on love, happiness, and the real truth and the unique truth. And now what I wanted to underline and to focus on again, you see, there is a resolution, an official resolution of the United Nations. I just brought it here. There is the resolution number 65 per 309 from, it's incredible, 25th of August 2011, 1 year and a half ago. And this resolution has a very special title. Yes, happiness towards holistic approach to development. Do you know that this resolution was voted in unanimity by all the states all over the world? And the resolution and the proposal came where do you think from? From Bhutan Kingdom. And the resolution, what do you think is saying? That immediately all the governments and all the states are invited to develop policies, public policies oriented to state of happiness, oriented to state of welfare. This is an official resolution. So there is a formal regulation. All the states voted this on. But do you know what is strange? All the governments and all the leaders, they hide this. They didn't want to amplify this message. Because here is the core of the happiness and the core of the harmony. Because we must think in a holistical way. The energetical resources are limited. All the energetical resources belong to the whole humanity, but not only humanity, to the other Trinity, to the mineral kingdom, to the animal kingdom, because all together we are together and we must survive together and to save the planet. But how can we save the planet if our thinking is based on dualism?
Exactly.
How can we save? If I'm making comparison, I'm more intelligent, he is more stupid. This is ignorance, like Master Tanpai said. So we must put the basement and the basics of a new education. You see what is very strange? Yesterday I was listening to a very famous father. He passed away 1 year and a half ago, Father Arsenie Papachok. And Father Arsenie Papachok, he said something very nice, which is the difference between justice and peace. And immediately he said, look, justice, if I'm telling to one part that you are right and you have the truth, so then I shall lose for the future the other part, because the right is belonging to this part. But if both parts will be in peace, so I shall win two parts for development of the peace in the future. So you see, it's something very, very...
They cut the divine truth
Yes.
into 1,000 pieces.
Yes, yes, this is,
Yeah.
you're right.
So they cut the divine piece in 1,000 pieces, so that our divine knowledge, and happiness of heart of all human being is very much fragile, because all the religious, the existence of religion, why religion come in this world? the existence of politics, existence of business, existence of all activity of human being is actually dedicated for the happiness of human heart. No? Everybody do something in field of religion, field of politics, field of business, field of any activities of human being, focusing to achieve happiness. But happiness, if you want to achieve happiness, you cannot attack others' happiness. Because if you attack others' happiness, your happiness is cut into pieces. So you can get just a limited happiness. And your happiness has so much enemies also. So that's why, since our religion, the politics, business, all human activities focus on the happiness of heart of all human being, in this case, we must protect happiness and the divine truth which provide all kind of happiness. You know, as we deserve, have human right to achieve happiness, all other human beings, even animals, they have right to experience happiness. So that's why we rather should provide our happiness and provide other happiness. Sometimes we should provide happiness for others more than for ourselves, because when we see everybody around us is happy, we are the most happy person. You know? So that's why this beautiful religion, beautiful politics, beautiful involvement, beautiful existence of human life, when become tools of egoism and selfishness, and happiness, everyone is in the fragile. When our all the existence of life, the quality of life, all the religions, beautiful cultures, beautiful business, beautiful opportunity that we all have, we become victim of our ignorant. We know this much truth, we think this is only the truth. Whereas truth is beyond measurement. Truth is infinite. You see? So that's why we should rather try to realize the truth of all phenomena and nature of all phenomena and essence of all religion, which is universal loving heart and universal service to protect others, love others. So everybody should now really go to the deep inside the essence of everyone, and there we have a chance to feel we are all one, and we will be all satisfied forever, you see. Whereas if we fight for the branches, try to pick up all the branches, and we become very external, we become ourselves very separatist, then we cannot find our own happiness. We cannot provide happiness for our country, for our religion. Plus, we create so many enemies, so much damage, so many enemies to other human beings, and cause so much suffering and fear to other human beings. So that's why we are useless. Until our mind is not free from egoism and ignorant, we are useless piece of garbage. You know. So that's why, in order to make ourselves ultimately useful and beneficial, we must remove our ignorance by developing the wisdom, enlightenment, and divine knowledge, and we must purify the poison of evil egoism and realize, enjoy our treasure, which is forever loving nature, enjoy our heart, which is forever a loving heart, and then that loving heart, that kind of understanding of the truth of all phenomena can achieve everlasting happiness in the heart oneself. And that kind of great human being who have this realization, who have developed this universal loving heart, who have developed this wisdom enlightenment, have a solid solution and strategy to protect all human beings and to bring peace and unity of all human beings and all religion. So that's why this world is very much needed for enlightened masters who can guide us properly, selflessly, and wisely. Otherwise, our world is in a very big danger. No?
Yes. Listening to you, Master, I feel the power of your words.
Yes.
And this is we need to listen.
Like religion also, you see, I know a lot of some people, they want to dominate other religion, attack other religious believers, telling them that your religion is wrong, it's like evil religion. Let's believe our religion, and we will give you money. You know. So like they promote their religion on the basis of egoism, not on the basis of a universal loving heart. You see? So that's why all this, the fixation and the selfishness in field of religion, in field of politics, in field of every activity of the world, is the biggest enemy for the happiness of human themselves, and the human being become most dangerous creature, monster for the world. So that's why, but we human beings have a divine nature. We must find out, we have unconditional divine nature, divine truth of ourselves. So rather we should find the divine treasure of ourselves, divine nature of ourselves, divine truth of ourselves. The divine nature of our nature of ourselves is a forever loving nature. We are forever loving nature. Egoism and selfishness is not our nature, it is our obstacle. We are forever loving nature, so that's why we must invite our lost soul in the loving nature of ourselves and satisfy them forever, and love others forever, protect others forever, bring peace, unity, protection of the whole human being. So now the human beings, the dignity of human being has become so thin and so useless. So that's why the only chance for all human being that we can all live happily, that this world become a happy world, is to find the essence of our life. You know, essence of our life is to achieve the inner happiness, inner freedom, which is unconditioning. You know, to achieve this inner happiness of soul, you don't need to have money. You don't need to build up any other condition. Just you have to realize that our nature or mind is forever loving nature, and egoism and selfishness is our biggest poison. It is not our nature, it is our biggest obstacle which we have to remove. So that's why every human being, especially every religion and religious organization must provide kind of selfless loving education to the human beings. Introduce the divine essence of religion, which is selfless loving nature, and educate the young people and all these aggressive wild people, whether they believe religion or not, whether they believe any other religion or not. Help all these beautiful human beings to understand the truth of our religion, essence of our religion, which is a universal loving heart, essence of our religion, which is a universal peace and harmony, essence of our religion, which is a universal everlasting freedom, essence of our religion, which is a great base of enlightenment. You know, so that's why we human beings have to integrate our life to become ultimately useful, beneficial for ourselves, others. We must find the divine truth of ourselves, divine nature of ourselves, and when everybody try to find divine essence, divine truth, everyone, there we all become one. Not through political viewpoint, not through theoretical way. By realization, we all have chance to realize that we are all one. We are by nature loving nature. We are by nature peace nature. We are by nature inner freedom nature. We are by nature enlightenment nature. We are nature by God nature or Buddha nature. So when we concentrate and develop this understanding within ourselves, everybody can explore the great bliss of realization, the great bliss of realization of believing and enjoying that we are all one.
Yes,
so when we all believe that we are one, then we have no dualism, we have no separatism, you know. Then we have no conflict. As long as we think we are separate, the ignorant, our egoism thinks we are separate. As long as there is separatism, believing in separation, we will never reach our essence, which is the one, which is loving nature. So that's also, if everybody realized that everyone's divine nature, everyone's divine truth, that we are all one, we are all by nature loving nature, we are by nature peace nature, but we are by nature enlightenment nature, we are by nature freedom nature. But everybody start thinking that we are all one, we will never have conflict. So the understanding the truth of oneness is the source of unity of all human beings. No?
Yes. And
so that's why Professor was saying that unity speaking just as a lecture can be like politically motivated, you know. So speaking about unity with the mind of egoism, with the mind of selfishness, with the mind of some kind of tricks, it's just speaking, it's just a kind speaking, but there's no essence inside, there's no nectar inside. So the unity of all religion, unity of all human beings, from the heart of every human being's realization that we are by nature one, we are by loving nature. Nature of everybody's mind, or in Hindu we say nature of everybody's Atma is by nature loving nature, by nature God nature, by nature Buddha nature, by nature peace nature. So that's why we need to contemplate. We have to stay ours and to enjoy our inner unity. First we have to find the unity within ourselves. That these four elements in our body, the water elements, earth elements, fire elements, wind elements, space elements, these five elements of in our nature of our body, and our divine nature or mind, or our divine soul or spirit, which is the owner of these five elements, we must see the unity of our body, spirit, and mind. In order to find the divine unity of our body, spirit, mind, first we must know what is our divine body. You know, we have ordinary body, and we have another divine body, which is everlasting body. We have a divine speech, and we have divine soul. You know, so if somebody asks me what is our divine body, every of us, we have three divine bodies of the mind. Our divine body is a universal everlasting peace and harmony is our divine body. Universal forever, universal freedom is our divine speech. Universal forever loving heart is a divine nature of our mind. So, Professor, we have you have this divine body, divine speech, divine mind. I have this divine body, divine speech, divine mind. And Professor Mircea has this divine body, mind. Even the dogs and animals have these three divine bodies, mind. And like the Buddha has this divine body, mind. Only Buddha realized his treasure of his divine body, mind, and he reached enlightenment. He became perfect being. By removing ignorance and purifying his egoism, he realized his divine body, mind. You know? And Buddha enjoyed the treasure of universal loving heart, treasure of a great bliss, enlightenment, treasure of universal freedom in nature of his body, mind, and the body, mind of all sentient being, and the nature of all phenomena. No? But without removing our ignorance, without purifying our egoism, we cannot reach our divine essence, which is everlasting freedom, which is everlasting loving nature. So that's why the unity of all religion and all human being is related with the divine essence of everyone, which is one. We all share one divine truth, one divine essence. So that's why in order to reach and enjoy that divine essence, divine treasure, we have to be very spiritual. We must find a spiritual master, you know, and we must learn the technique of purification, technique of transformation, technique of enlightenment, technique how to reach our divine essence of our body, spirit, mind. You see.
Thank you, Master. We have, I think, 2 or 3 minutes, maybe to have a short and final word. Professor Mircea, please.
Thank you for coming, Professor. You are very big help for us too, that you have come here. And Sir Professor Kush, thank you for coming.
I have to thank you, first of all, because I want to speak with our viewers and to thank them because they were watching of us. I learned quite a lot from Master Tanpai, and I'm telling to lots of other people, my postgraduate students, that it is better to take, if you have the possibility and the chances, to take piece of wisdom from different cultures and different religions. Everybody has his own way. I realized after I came back from Nepali and from India and from Egypt, I realized that sciences today are used for our separation and not for our unifying in the common essence of peace and love and compassion. But I realized that the roots, and this is a kind of my idea, the root, if we are born inside a country, if I am born in Romania, this means that I was not born there just suddenly, just because of that. I have to learn and to think and to take something from this culture and from this religion. Now I'm speaking about our old Zamolxian people, Zamolxian religions, Zamolxian cultures, or Dutch cultures. And I want to tell to our guest master
just 30 seconds.
That there is an essence of Zamolxian religions and culture, which is the same essence with the Buddhist culture. and which is the same essence with the old Egyptian cultures, based on inner peace,
Love
harmony, and love and
peace is
compassion.
love and peace is the essence of all knowledge and all education and all essence of all religion.
Yes.
Yes, Professor, I'd like to share a little prayer from the ancient
Yes.
tradition. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Tejasvina Vadhitamashtu, Ma Vidvishyavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And the meaning is, Om, may we be protected together, may we be nourished together, may we achieve strength together, may our knowledge be full of light, may we remain united without differences. Om, peace, peace, peace. And this for the whole dear Romania, all its population, but also for all the students here in Romania. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Peace
Thank
and
you.
unity and protection of our world and our beautiful human beings. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Ho.